Did we all get duped? I mean, he's blew his shit out.
He looked like he was injured on the way out. That was what I was saying.
Something is wrong.
Max landing.
Just see when he was in that check-in area and he was moving his leg about, I was like, there's something wrong here.
He kept everything secret this camp. There was a reason why.
Blows out his foot. Chat, I don't even think that's what blew out his foot.
The fans are annoyed. He probably just wants to get out of there straight away, doesn't he?
I thought he was just slipping. He just wants to get out. Mate, I've injured money in there. It's horrible.
It is what it is. I bet you when he ran into that kick, he probably broke his shit. Well, those guys just made the easiest paycheck of their lives.
The air in Las Vegas was thick with anticipation as UFC 329 approached, setting the stage for what was billed as one of the most monumental comebacks in the history of mixed martial arts. Years of waiting, rumors, and intense physical transformation culminated in a single night where the entire combat sports community tuned in, expecting a triumphant return that would captivate millions around the globe. Almost immediately after the opening bell, however, the narrative of the night shifted drastically away from athletic competition into a realm of shock and disbelief. Conor McGregor initiated the bout with an explosive lunging switch kick.
So he throws the kick. Again, I know you'll be saying I'm reading a lot into this in the comments, but just look. Boom, and then it's like a little stumble back. Like, it's not conclusive proof that there was anything wrong, but it's not McGregor at 100% either. Like, that doesn't look great. And then the third time he throws it on the footage, boom, and then he walks away. So we don't actually see McGregor in full flow, like kick, 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 like hammering the pads. Or it's almost like, and I'm not saying that this is the case because it's hard to know, when they needed their footage, he's like, all right, let me do the kick I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, potentially that's possible. Because this kick and then him walking off doesn't prove he was fine to me. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he threw the kick on the pads. Aye, and then he walked away immediately. Like, he did three. It's very possible that there was a tear that was bad enough to not be able to win a fight, but that he was still able to pretend for a minute. Very possible. Fighters have done this for time, by the way.
The man weak in the knees, I guess, so. You know, all jokes aside, I just hope he's good, you know. I know Conor been battling some stuff. Looked like he really been changing. You know, he found God. He had his kids in there. So, you know, during the fight, you could obviously tell his demeanor changed, you know. And I was, you know, shout out to the ref. I was trying to tell the ref sooner, you know. Like, this guy's kids is front row, you know. I don't want to see him take unnecessary damage.
They'll exchange with him and he'd shoot in. What's happened? Oh my God, McGregor's done already. Well, he's finished. The new boy is in town. The main man's here. Know what I mean? I can become the face of the organisation now. But, yeah. Great. What a performance from me. Don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but what a performance.
Conor McGregor starts the fight. He's got a fucking mohawk. Why not? And what does he start the fight with? I predicted it would be a spinning back kick to the body. No, he starts the fucking fight with a lunging, jumping switch kick to the head on Max Holloway, steps in, and remember, steps off of that bad leg, because there's a whole bunch of conspiracies about what this actually was. Steps in from that bad leg, jumps himself up off of his front one, and switches into a high kick attempt, which comes very close to landing on Max Holloway's face, by the way. Lands on this leg here. The fight's basically over, dude.
Directed at Max Holloway, planting heavily on his lead leg and immediately triggering a chain of awkward movements that left him visibly compromised. As fans and analysts watched the sequence unfold in real time, confusion swept through the arena and online streaming chat rooms alike. Viewers noticed subtle stumbles, a strange hesitancy in his footwork, and an uncharacteristic lack of fluid mobility, prompting instant speculation that something was fundamentally wrong with his lower body. Within minutes, the MMA world fractured into fierce debate, with commentators like Joe Rogan pointing to the rotational torque of that early kick as the catalyst for a catastrophic joint failure.
What? Oh! Oh, what the f? Nah, it was his left one he broke, but I don't know what the f that was. Nah, this is bad. Yeah, that's bad. What the f? Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Yeah, hit him. No mercy. What the f? Let him up, let him up, let him up, Max. Go, Max. Yeah. Don't. Oh, whoa. That's us, though. I hit him. Yeah, that's one more for the chosen few. This is where the streak begins. We only up.
All right, so let down in Sin City last night. So much expectation didn't come to fruition.
It's early in the morning, so I'm heading back to the Bay. It's like somebody broke into my house on Christmas morning and took my gift. I discussed that and more in my live reaction from Octagon side. UFC 329 was a great night, but the main event, that sucked. 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific at my YouTube channel. Don't miss it.
While experts began dissecting every frame of the broadcast to pinpoint the exact moment of structural collapse, millions of viewers were left wondering whether the warning signs had been present all along. The discourse quickly intensified as social media sleuths poured over backstage footage, open workout clips, and pre-fight face-offs looking for hidden clues. Conspiracy theories ran rampant, with one side arguing that a secretive camp masked a pre-existing injury, while others insisted that the unpredictable nature of combat sports simply struck at the most cruel and random moment possible. Addressing the overwhelming wave of public doubt, McGregor firmly denied entering the cage compromised, describing the aftermath as one of the darkest and most agonizing chapters of his storied career. Fellow fighters, including Paddy Pimblett, John Jones, and Alexander Volkanovski, offered their perspectives, weighing in on the brutal unpredictability of the sport and expressing empathy for a rival facing a lengthy and grueling rehabilitation process. Ultimately, UFC 329 will be permanently etched into sports history, not for a decisive victory or a championship crowning, but for the haunting questions it left behind. Whether the devastating conclusion was the result of...
Oh, what's happened there? Has he walked in a pair of Nike shocks? Yeah. How's he got away with that? Were they a pair of Nike shocks then? Oh, he's doing the walk. Whew. Who's that? Right, here we go. Started off with a kick and slipped. Slipped again. This is a bad start for Conor, jeez. What's going on with Conor? Oh God. Is he slipping? Is he in pain or what? Oh, something's up with his leg, isn't it? What? What's going on? Oh, Joe Rogan said it's his ACL, so it definitely is. He's just got like MRI vision where he can see into his knee, just like diagnose him straight away.
How long's ACL or?
ACL injury's about a year. Bit tricky at his stage in his career, isn't it? Listen, he's done everything. He's got loads of money. But sometimes it isn't always about the money and doing everything. Sometimes you just want to fight. Yeah, it's not good, that.
The face-off that day is at 80 million views. So if there was a pre-existing injury, somebody would have noticed it. He was limping, put his shoes on, he ran right at him. I don't think there was. Anything is possible, but he sure didn't look like it. And for 80 million just on my accounts, that number's got to be massive. Nobody noticed anything, so there you go.
Did he know that before he stepped foot in the cage? Because people are looking at all sorts of footage online now and going, was his knee fucked before he even got in that cage? And did he know that this was a complete waste of time before the bell even rang, you know?
But if you're someone who believes there may have been subtle warning signs beforehand, it's understandable why so many fans continue to replay those opening moments, searching for answers. The truth is, nobody outside McGregor and his team knows exactly what he was feeling before that cage door closed. The reaction from a MMA world was immediate. Dana White described the ending as heartbreaking after so much anticipation. Joe Rogan reflected on how brutally unforgiving this sport can be, where one awkward movement can completely change a fighter's future. Paddy Pimblett spoke about how disappointing it was to see such a huge fight end before it really began. John Jones and Tom Aspinall both highlighted how quickly fortunes can change in combat sports, while Alexander Volkanovski acknowledged that injuries remain one of the harsh realities every fighter has to accept whenever they step inside the octagon. Now attention turns to what's next if McGregor's rehabilitation is as lengthy as many expect. The clock continues ticking on one of the greatest careers the UFC has ever seen. Every fight from this point onwards becomes even more significant, and with only so much time left at the elite level, fans are already debating whether the UFC should book an immediate rematch with Max Holloway once he's fully recovered, or whether both men should move in completely different directions.
Whether the warning...
Não tem reação, acho que todo mundo tá esperando a volta do Conor na luta entre os dois e uma fatalidade dessa acontece, faz parte do MMA. Não tem muito o que fazer. Vamos esperar os próximos capítulos. Isso é bom pra todos nós. Pra mim, nada mudou. O próximo da fila ainda continua sendo eu, Charles Oliveira, bastante vezes.
Whatever happens next, UFC 329 won't simply be remembered for an unfortunate injury. It'll be remembered for the endless discussion it created, the replay angles, the different opinions, the reactions from fighters and analysts, and the questions that still haven't gone away. Maybe it really was nothing more than one of the most unfortunate moments we've ever seen inside the octagon. Or maybe that's exactly why people are finding it so difficult to move on. Either way, the conversation surrounding Conor McGregor's comeback is far from over.